Okay. Hi guys. Just turn around. Is that good? Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do I look skinny?
Yes.
Okay, thank you guys so much for logging on. We're gonna give everybody about 2 minutes to jump on before we get started. But this is my beautiful model today, Kim. Love her to pieces. I am gonna have my pad going, so if anybody has questions, feel free to shoot, and I will try to answer as many of them live as I possibly can. Okay, so let me find where we're going live. There we are. Oh my gosh. Okay, there I am. Laura. Yeah, okay.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'll check back to that frequently.
Oh, so it's all over.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so yeah. So
Let's talk about color of the season.
yes.
It's my
Okay.
favorite color. One of
Aspen
them.
yellow. Color of the season, aspen yellow. We have lots of options and we did not plan this.
Yeah.
Yellow, yellow, yellow and denim. I love yellow and navy. I love pairing it with stripes too. So like the stripes with it. I know my mom's given me the stripes. Sickness. Yellow dresses. So we say aspen yellow because that's the Pantone color of the year, but you're probably seeing it everywhere. It's really gorgeous, and you'll see it in all different kinds of pieces. So if you're the kind of person that yellow's a little bold for you, even better to try it in like an accessory or something like that. I even have this like fun winter sweater that I got in like November, and it was still it was still like a color people were adjusting to. So I really haven't worn it like I wanted to, but one of my most favorite, most comfortable sweaters in the color. So you can kind of see where it perfectly pairs with denim, especially your darker denims. So rock that color for spring because it's a good one.
Do you show the dress?
This one. Yes. Super fun. Fresh from Forever 21. So like every retailer is carrying this color right now. And I'm in love with dresses that have the buttons that go all the way down the middle. Yeah. So I have that one, and then I've got this black one that goes all the way down. I just love it because with the wooden buttons you can pair it with all your cognac and all your gold and accessories and things like that.
And that one you could even do like some leopard in there.
Yes. Oh gosh, this for sure. For sure. And my good leopard's upstairs. I just got a new pair of wedges. Again, like an Instagram. Okay guys, look at this Instagram find. She walked into my house. I'm here to style her. And she walked in this fabulous shirt. So don't think you can't find good snags on your Instagram
just
feed.
an ad that popped out, and I looked at each picture in color combo like 10 times, and I'm like, which one do I really love? And I almost like went with the red, but then I really liked this. It's like a rose gold, but then it has like turquoise and that same yellow.
It perfectly complements your hair, and I love it with jeans. You could also wear this with like dress slacks, like I was saying before, like a cigarette pant if you want to like dress it up. But I love it with jeans because I think that it's just as dress downable as it is dress upable. But it is this side sweeping gathering that is so awesome.
They did a good job of draping it.
They sure did. So we just finished the Nordstrom half yearly sale. So if you saw all the posts on the Insider Facebook page, which if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. But if you didn't see those updates, one of the most popular things from last year and this year are shirts that gather here at the waist, because anyone who carries a little bit of extra weight through their midsection or just isn't the kind of person that wears skin tight clothes, it's still a really like eye-catching kind of dramatic look, similar to like when you belt something.
Yeah, well, and I like it like for work. I don't need to be all like tight fitting and stuff. You know, it just recently got hot, so I'm adjusting to the hot and then the AC at the office, and so the sleeves like cover me enough to where I'm not freezing to death, and you know, and it's almost like gives the illusion of a jacket even too, because I have like a little cardigan here.
Absolutely. I love the forgiveness of the sleeves.
Yeah.
Because I feel like on shirts like this, sometimes a lot of what they do wrong, when I say they, I mean designers, is they make these so short
Right.
You know what I mean? So then all of a sudden once you've got it on, you kind of take on this like bodybuilder, like your upper body all of a sudden widens.
Yeah,
so
and Whitney
I like that they're
my
long.
daughter and I, when I first got it, now I ironed it and it's laying better, but they kind of stuck straight out, and I was like, I was actually thinking about tailoring it, but now I kind of, which would be cute, you know, if you took it in some, but I just like it.
Well, we'll definitely get into like the do's and don'ts of a pear-shaped body here in a second, but the forgiving sleeves and the bell sleeves is definitely a thumbs up. So I'd say leave them flowy. It works because of the way it flows away from the hips
they just need to be ironed.
Yeah.
Ironing.
Well, Instagram clothes don't always come pre-pressed, you know what I mean? So, okay, so what time is it? Okay, so we've actually waited 6 minutes, and this is the first time, so I really don't even know how to check to see how many people are on here. What if no one's on here? Oh wait, there's 5 people.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, for you, amazingly, 5 people, what? It's okay. People are on. My daughter is videoing, thank God, she helps me out.
So if they ask any questions,
let us know.
Dylan can read them out to us.
Okay. Sure, you have to call us now. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so when you are evaluating what kind of body type you are, we are working with a pear shape, an hourglass shape, an apple shape, or a rectangle shape. And I don't want you to get hung up on the fact that we're either referring to you as fruit or some kind of awkward shape, but it's just a point of reference. So if apple freaks you out, think of like an inverted triangle, right?
Right.
Or think of, when you're thinking of like a rectangular body, think of more of like your apple, almost like your boyish body. And I don't mean boyish in a bad way, I just mean like your shoulders, your waist, and your hips are all pretty much the same width.
Yeah.
And then hourglass is pretty much anything in between.
Yeah.
And you can mix body types. You know, you might not always just ride in one place, because I would definitely put you in an hourglass situation too. So I think that a pear shape is typically narrow shoulders, right? And then you've got a defined waist, and then rounder hips, and the bootay, and the thighs. And so all the curves, you can kind of see how it could get confused, I guess, with like hourglass. But at the same time, you actually have a sizable bust for a pear shape. Usually you can even have a smaller bust, and then it makes everything on the bottom appear bigger. So that's where I would almost put you in like a hybrid for an hourglass shape.
Well, when I was younger, I was smaller bust. I was definitely a pear, but then, you know, kids
36,
and age
24,
and blah, blah,
36.
blah, yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
Story of our life. Okay, so narrow shoulders, trim waist, round your bottoms. Okay, so our goals here are to make a pear-shaped body. You want to, any goal when you're dressing yourself, I don't care what body type you are, it's about to elongate the line from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. You want to look as long and lean as you possibly can. So what you can do is use fashion to kind of give you the optical illusion
Yeah.
of creating shape that may not otherwise be there. So one of the things you can do, and you guys are going to see me glancing up because I have my notes because I want to like actually deliver really great value to you and not leave anything out. And if you know me personally, you know that I'm kind of all over the place. So when we're talking about body proportions, what you want to do is, because you are thicker on the bottom, right, you want to create more thickness on the top. And the ways that you can do that are with your prints, with ruffles, with embellishments, with different kinds of tops. We're gonna run through what are best options for you for tops, completer pieces, dresses, and also bottoms and accessories. So just know that the things that we're recommending, they are just a jumping off point. I am so that kind of stylist that if you like it on you, I want you to wear it, period, end of story. So I'm that person, my sister, who is my hourglass model. We'll see her in a couple of weeks. She wears everything really close to the body. I've always been a person that just kind of wears things a little bit more loose and boho-y. So everybody's different. So if you like it, wear it. And if you have questions on how to wear it that would best suit your body, then that's where you can kind of hit us up in the private groups and things like that and ask those kind of questions. So, okay, so first things first, the best tops for a pear-shaped woman are going to be a V-neck. So you can see on Kim right now, she's got the V-neck because it's drawing that line, okay? It's making you look long and lean. Then we also have scoop neck, And you can go, scoop neck is just kind of like a rounded neckline, but you can get things that have different kinds of embellishments. So like here we have the open shoulder, but then, let's see, we had.
See, in this in pictures, I would be like, I look bigger than I think I should. So in this, with this, I would like
Front tuck it or
front
tuck it in.
tuck or tuck it in. You know, do something so that you know that
Have a
I'm not
waist.
I'm not this wide.
Yeah.
I have
Not expecting.
yeah.
And the way that the shirt fits when you get it on is it's one of the ones that kind of grazes you through the midsection and then sort of like releases.
Oh, yeah.
And so is this one. So that's kind of what you're looking for too. You always want to find outfits that are skimming the body and kind of flowing away from the body and not pinching or tugging or showing bra lines and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And so with like even a cigarette pant, this would probably like hug and just drape like
Yes.
it should.
Yes, very, very cute. And a great color for you, honestly. And if you want to go with like basic shirts, like this is one of the examples that she brought,
Sorry,
so she
it's so
wears
wrinkled.
this.
I
This
wore it
is
over the
real life.
weekend and it was in my bag. So, but I absolutely love this. And this is from Walmart. I think this is from
Cute.
TJ Maxx. But like I was walking in Walmart and I'm like, I love the red and blue together.
It's very American.
Just so pretty. And it's, you know, for summer and stuff. But
And it's a shawl that's like lightweight, so it's not
Yeah.
going to give you a bunch of like heaviness, and it's
Right.
going to be able to breathe. And the back's crocheted, so that's adorable.
and you know, the beginning of summer, like evening sunsets and you get a little bit chilly, so
Mhm.
it's just enough to like
Pop it on.
knock the coldness off a
Well,
little bit.
and anyone who's ever had me work in their closet or worked with me even through my online course knows that I recommend a completer piece for nearly every outfit. And since we are in the lovely balmy humidity of Kansas City, this time of year, usually that's like a statement accessory.
Yeah.
But with something like this, you could still pull the completer, which would count as a jacket essentially, or a cardigan or something, and not overheat, you know?
And then I have some really cute red fabric wedges that I
Cute.
wear.
And you could just wear this with denim or even
That's
shorts.
yeah.
Front tuck the red with some shorts and go wedges with your. I'm
And
all
I like
about
it
lift.
because it does, like, you know, I have this like side thing, and so it just grazes that and cuts it off.
Yeah.
Makes me feel. Plus, like, I think we had eaten like 45 meals out, and I like needed some
coverage.
Yeah. I was like,
Let's
woo.
take care of some of this real estate. Well, I love this with just like a basic scooped tee because since this has got, you know, some embellishment on the back, it's a nice big print. The pairing it with a solid is going to bring you that balance that we want also. So I love this because again, it's that scoop neck that looks so good on your body shape. Same thing with this. Just like a nice scoop. So you can go with a rounded neck or go with a V-neck. Those are going to be your two best. When it comes to sleeves, like we talked about before, forgiving to have the bell sleeve because it adds that volume. So if you are somebody who has like a flatter midsection like Kim and you can wear this cropped shirt, sometimes a cropped shirt with a bell sleeve might be your best choice. Super cute. But if you have a little bit more thickness through your midsection and covering that or just even disguising it as your goal, then something with a little bit more room and a little bit longer would probably be a better choice. But then we've got something like if you're going out or whatever, you do have narrow shoulders usually, but this combination is very flattering because it's going to add some width to your shoulders. That's going to kind of mimic the width of your hips. So you've got that working for you, and you've got the bell sleeve. And this is like flowy, but again, you could do like a front tuck with it, or you know, I've seen people even like tie up a corner of it, wear it with like a denim skirt. Very cute.
Yeah, just like a little.
Yeah, and it's lightweight too. And so what you can do with this, which I don't have my bralettes down here, but like if you're somebody that doesn't want to go strapless and you've got too much of a bust to just go with nothing, you can wear one of the little bralettes, and then so when the straps show, it's actually super cute. Dylan, tell me. I gotta stay up with the young gals. Okay.
I've seen, because I am busty, but there are a lot more bralettes available now.
Oh yeah.
I have a couple. I have one that's black and lacy, and it's just a strapless, but it's like it holds me up. It
Yeah.
doesn't fall down.
Mm.
And then like I wear it under like skinny spaghetti strap
Yeah.
dresses. And then, you know, it's got a little bit of texture at the top too, so then you can kind of cover up if you got some
Extra
stuff
stuff.
right there. You know,
I love it.
yeah,
Normal stuff.
yeah. But
Yeah.
then it covers your cleavage and
Yeah.
looks
You
quite-
feel
a
like
little bit
put together.
classier. Yeah.
Well, and I mean, that's a game changer when you can wear spaghetti straps and still have something to kind of secure everything and not have to wear like a bulky bra.
Right.
So that's why I prefer the bralette with this, and it doesn't give me the same lift that my bra does, but man, like when we were on vacation, it was like amazing. Just like the perfect little balance. So, and because of the narrower shoulders, these types of shirts tend to just fall off of your shoulders, which probably gets super annoying. So I learned this from a blogger that I follow, and I've had it stuck in the shirt ever since. So what I did was took two ponytail holders that look like this, and I like, you know, did the 1980 plastic bracelet tie, you know, where you switch them together. And so you hook the two together, and then you safety pin each side, front and back of the armhole, and then the two connected elastics go under your arm. So as
Your
your
arm goes like in there.
through, yeah.
So then this part is right under your arm.
Yes, and it can get kind of like, oh, I noticed that it's there, but it's not terrible. But what you're doing
You're
is like
also
you're
not-
having drinks and you're having fun, and it's not like falling up and like snapping
Yeah,
up to
I'm
where
gonna
you're-
have to add that to a dress. I like flat gave up on a dress because
So it won't stay on your
Yes.
shoulders. Well, when I found that little trick and the bralette, it opened up a whole new world of shirts for me. So I was like, okay. So yeah, those are your options when it comes to like shirts. And again, if you always want to play up and kind of create some volume on top. So go with the big prints, go with the bold colors, go with things that really draw the eye up, and then it'll balance out the proportion on the bottom. And you're doing great with your bottoms because you're going dark. Always better.
Yeah,
You know,
for
when
sure.
we're bigger on bottom, you don't want to put the biggest print on the bottom and then go, you know, narrow and
I always
solid
try on
top.
those white pants and I'm like, I don't think so.
White pants are very unique.
I mean, I could be 8 pounds and
Yeah.
I would still not wear white.
I feel like it's made for a certain body type, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you can find it in your body type and it works, for me anyway, it's got to have a lot of distress going on.
Yeah.
Because if you're just like painting me with white paint, stop it.
Yeah.
It is not good.
Remember when the colored jeans? I mean, I do have some colored
Yes.
jeans, but when it was like really colored jeans time, I mean, I bought some hot pink pants.
Turquoise,
I wore them like
fuchsia.
just
Well, and I think that the darker
I
in
do
color
have some
that you
fuchsia,
go.
like cigarette pants that I can dress up. And
Yeah.
wear.
I had a pair of royal blue that were gorgeous, you know, but it was the time. If I threw them on now, people would probably be like, what are you doing? But they really worked at the time. So yeah, like your basic cigarette cropped pant. So we'll kind of jump from completers to pants since we're already talking about them. But darker pants on bottom, solid is better. If you're gonna go with a print on the bottom, I want you to go with like a micro-sized print, like as teeny as you can find. And then feel free to mix these prints. I tell my clients, and I'm sure you've heard this before, that's phase 2 customer usually. Because if I say, oh, mix your florals and your stripes, people are like,
I know.
what? So, but if you are doing this with like a super micronized print on the bottom, you can go big and loud on the top, and those are really gonna play nicely with each other. So on top, you just wanna keep in mind bold print, bold color, bold cuts, things like that, the bell sleeves, because you're trying to draw that up, okay? Same thing with accessories. You want to wear big, bulky accessories. The bigger the earrings, the better. And this is probably the biggest statement necklace that I have, but something that really draws the eye up. Obviously not with this shirt, but you can even go more basic on this if you're wearing like your scoop neck tees. But for a shirt like this, just something that's pronounced to draw the eye up, but that just fills the empty space is what you're looking for. But you can go big with that. And as far as earrings go, you know, something with some size and volume, you can totally pull off, you know. If that's not your flavor, don't do it. You know, you can pull
I
off
usually
that
do more.
eye-catching.
Today I was kind of like running out of my
I
house.
like this with this because of the print. You know what I mean? So I just play with that balance. You'll start to feel when it feels right or when you feel obnoxious.
Yeah.
We don't
Hey,
want
I
obnoxious.
did see your note. Can you talk about shorts? Because I'm currently dealing with
Shorts. Okay.
Yeah.
So on a pear and an hourglass shaped body, I personally think that skirts are our friend, more so than shorts. But if you're gonna do shorts, what I want you to do is I want you to get something that hits you like mid-thigh.
Yep.
Don't go all the way to the knee, okay? And don't go above mid-thigh unless you've like, you know, got your squat routine on point. But like between your knee and like your hip flexor, you wanna go right here in the middle. So, and I hesitate to call clothes like mom clothes, but you do. You're looking for a mom short. You're not looking like when you bend over, you don't want your cheeks to hang out, but yet don't think you have
I'm
to
like
go.
good from here up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't go like full nursing
Any-
home and bring them all the way down to your knees or anything like that. Because then what it does is it just cuts you off. It makes you look short and stubby. And like I was saying at the beginning, we want you to look long and lean. So whatever we can do to kind of make that happen is what we want. But as far as like other alternatives, I think the skirt options out there are huge, and they're even going for like athletic skirts and things like that. So where with baseball games or soccer games, you even have options as far as that goes. But another option for shorts are these amazing little flowies. So they're lightweight, they have a drawstring waist, they're usually pretty forgiving around, and they just kind of move away from the body.
Yeah.
That with a basic scoop neck or V-neck tee with a front tuck, very, very cute.
Yeah.
Super lightweight, easy to wear. And you'll even find them sometimes that'll have like a maxi skirt waistline, so they're like real elastic, kind of like the waistband here. So if you can find one with that, that just gives you the ability to be able to bring it up or bring it down, because the great thing about these shorts are that you can wear them at your natural waist and like wear them with a lift, and it's really beautiful. Or you can kind of lower them and wear them on your hips with flats and still get like that really effortless like spring summer vibe. I love them.
Yes.
And so many places are carrying them now. Last year they were a little bit harder to find.
Now I have like one, I think I have one pair.
Yeah,
I think New York and Company had some.
yeah, last
couple
year.
Couple years ago.
Yeah, this one, I got a few from Old Navy and then Forever 21. I've been telling everybody about Forever 21 because it's cheap.
Yeah.
They now have extended sizes, so if you do happen to be on a bigger size, you go into their plus size, because their plus size is not really plus size. So
Right.
like the smallest size in plus is really like, you know, the biggest women's size normal. Yeah,
14.
exactly. So you can kind of play off of that and spend like $10 on shorts.
Yeah.
One.
Awesome.
So, okay, so for shorts is shorts, but then skirts are also a great option. Let me check up here. Definitely go dark on the bottom. We talked about that. Anything that hits you, like skirt-wise, anything that hits you right below the knee is going to decrease the size of your hips and thighs and make you appear taller. So if you're looking for like a nice midi skirt, when we think midi, think like right at the knee, not like mid-calf. Okay, so not a mini, but like a midi.
That blue dress is about that length.
Yes.
Short.
Oops, sorry.
But
Yes, perfect. So that, and you can kind of see where she's got her wedges. It's going to be just enough lift and hit her right at the right spot, lengthwise. And then you've got your scoop neck here. Hold on, because you also had
this was my graduation dress last year.
this one.
This one.
Oh, this
and
one.
actually, I think I got this at a thrift store.
Looks good. I love the color.
Because I'd gotten a
Robin
straight
egg
shift,
blue.
and then I got the. And I'm like, picture. This is gonna be so much better in pictures.
Well, yeah, because what you're seeing here is like, especially with this wide waistband, since we're talking dresses, well, since we're talking skirts, we'll just kind of weave right into dresses. So you want to define your waist, you want to hit it at the knee, but what I like about this one is this wider waistband, so it's just going to be that much more pronounced. What I don't like is a really skinny elasticy that gets lost. I would definitely recommend popping a belt over a waistline like that than I would just wearing it by itself.
Yeah.
Because you want that statement, you want that waistline
That's
to
funny because I
seem.
have a couple dresses like that have that skinny thing, and then I'll get a view from behind, and it's like tucked into like the worst spot ever, and I'm like,
We can't do this anymore.
So those will be going in the giveaway pile directly when I get home.
Well, and a belt will transform it completely. You know, even if it's like, whoops, even if it's like this, where you just have a tiny little tie, is better than just wearing it with the elastic alone. So even if you have a dress that has elastic, but you have another one that has the tie, take the tie off of one and add it to the other, or pop on a contrasting belt like, let's see. Like you could even take this off and then add a different contract by adding like a reptile belt.
Super cute.
Yeah, so I mean, you can be really creative with it because you just don't want to cover up that waist. That's what we're looking for. And so this has a similar waistband, not as wide as the other one, but it's giving that same effect, and it's hitting you in the exact right spot. And the great thing about navy is it pairs beautifully with our aspen yellow. So definitely pair these colors together. Isn't that gorgeous?
So cute.
It's just, gotta get the yellow right. Some places aren't getting the yellow right.
For a million years.
It's gorgeous. Well, it definitely complements you, the color.
Staying around.
For sure. Okay, so let's keep on.
We were gonna talk about my favorite shirt.
Track here. Oh yeah.
That green shirt.
Yes. Okay, this is one of the pieces that Kim brought that was one of her favorites. So she's gonna share with you really quick why it's her favorite. And after what she shared with me, all you pair lovers out or pair bodies out there are gonna love this because it's so real. So yes.
So what I like about this shirt is when you have it on, it you know, kind of grazes your bust, and then it really comes in at your waist. Then it releases right at the top of your hip. I had pictures taken in this, and I mean, every time I look at that picture, I'm like, that is a good shirt. Like, slam it. Love it. Love it. And so I wore navy pants, like those maroon ones that we had out here.
Okay.
So they were just very straight.
Gorgeous.
Fitted, not super tight, but fitted for sure. And my booty was out and everything, but I mean, it really just looked
great.
nice, and it was, you know, a nice line.
Yes.
There was, you know, and then my arms, who knows, by the month, sometimes they're okay, sometimes I don't like them. But
depends on how
you
tan
know,
they are.
Yeah, right. And this was winter time, so they were definitely not tan.
Beaming.
But you know, this covers the arm, and then it has that little flare. So when you do the like teacup pose, your arms out, you know, your flares out and everything.
So just complimentary.
But
So what I took away from what you said was that it's like mildly tailored.
Yes.
To graze the body and not cover the body.
Yeah.
So as opposed to my version of this shirt, which I love this shirt, don't get me wrong, but I've never worn it without a jacket because it is so boxy. It doesn't come in on the sides like this. So I could see where that would be huge. And you can definitely belt shirts like this to make that, but like we were talking before off camera, sometimes wearing a belt, you're just like, ugh, not today.
But I mean, I could, like, that's making sense to me. The shirts that I don't like in pictures because they're too like this, if I put a jacket, it cuts it in.
Absolutely. So I always pop this one with this jacket.
Yeah, that's super cute.
And this was kind of like a last minute decision in Vegas, and anybody that's traveled with me knows that I full on plan every single outfit. So if I get there and I don't have what I need, it's been really bad. You know what I mean? So I popped this on and I thought, oh my gosh, here we go. This is not what I planned. I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah.
But the balance was perfect, and same thing. The pictures that I see in this were amazing. And the shirt was just always a maybe because of the way that it draped my midsection. When you've got some girls and you've got the booty, the last thing you want to do is cover up that midsection because your waist is like your saving grace. Yeah. So just because you're curvy doesn't mean you have to cover everything up. And so when you're wearing these baggier shirts and you're covering up that natural kind of like indentation to your waist, and you just box yourself off. And you know, then there's women out there that can't have curves like that. They're like, why would you do that? So sorry to upset them. Yeah. Okay, with this shirt, one thing I wanted to say was adding a really great statement necklace to the scoop neck is, oh no, you're good. So you've got this really great texture, which is drawing the eye up, but then you add another accessory and it's like, okay, here we go. So when someone looks at you, they're up here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where we want their eyes. Well, sometimes. Okay, so we talked about tops, we talked about dresses, we talked about bottoms, but we really well, yeah, we did. Boot cut bottoms, flared bottoms are going to be great for your body shape. With the waist, I want you to play around with it. Like low rise, not so much. High waisted ruins good booties across the world all the time. But like a nice mid waist is where I want. You can still front tuck.
This one's pretty mid.
Yes, it is. Because if you front tuck, then you don't have this really high, you know, you want to be able to have something that's flexible that you can work with. The high waisted jeans that I have they're worn with very specific shirts.
Yeah.
So for everyday boot cut and flare pants or denim, or you could go with just your straight leg, kind of what you've got on today, and you can cup them when it's warmer outside, or you can wear them full length when it's not. You can wear skinny jeans. Like most people probably wouldn't tell you that, but you can. It's just all about how you play that balance, because it's all about balancing out those proportions. So if you're gonna go with skinny jeans on the bottom, I want you to wear that really full shirt on the top. You know, your legs are going to be what's on point today. But when you're wearing your boot cut and you're wearing your flares, you don't want to go full on top, because then you're just like drowning. So that's where you'd want to wear more of your fitted shirts. There was one other thing about bottoms I didn't want to leave off.
I don't know, do you ever get into shoes? I feel like
We talked about shorts. That was the other thing. Yes.
I feel like shoes do elongate for sure. There are some days when I have to wear flats, and those are my shortest feeling days. But, you know.
Well, I feel like in any body type, doesn't matter. If you are trying to dress to impress, you need to have some sort of a lift. I don't care if it's a kitten heel this tall, something. This time of year, I'm all about wedges. So, or like your peep toe booties, which I keep half my closet upstairs and then half of it down here. So all my shoes aren't down here right now, but something like this, and this isn't super high, and you can go with like a little short wedge too. What I really love right now are like cork style shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the cork?
Like this?
Yes. But even cork on your straps makes them so easy to pair with everything.
No, I haven't seen
But
this.
yeah, if you want to like show her foot, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This doesn't have, and these aren't uncomfortable. I think a lot of people who don't wear wedges think, oh, that's probably super uncomfortable. It's almost more uncomfortable for me to wear flats than those over time. So if you're trying to dress to impress, I want you to wear something that's lifted. If you are being casual, like we were saying about the shorts, if you're high-waisted, let's add some height. If you're wearing them low, let's wear them low. Same thing kind of with your dresses. So there's a time and place for everything, but I always say a little lift is better than no lift. Unless you just are like running mad errands and then wear whatever you need. So, okay, we talked about shoes. Oh, jackets. So, okay. In my world, jackets are called completer pieces because I feel like it completes every outfit. So when I say completer pieces, it could be a jacket, a coat, a cardigan, a blazer, anything. A vest, something kind of like this. Just easy pieces that you can put on over a top and a bottom. I feel like 90% of the time, a lot of people that are hiring me are coming and saying, oh, what's the magic word? And typically it's accessories and a completer piece. Because no one's leaving their house naked every day. They're leaving with a top on and a bottom on, but they're not always tying it together. So the accessories and the completer pieces can really tie it together. So for instance, we'll just use this as an example. This is a dress that she brought, and that you were saying it can get kind of boxy and kind of cover up your shape. But when you add a completer piece with it, kind of like with the shirt, it automatically transforms it and takes, you know, some of that bulk away, right? And even at this point, you could even belt underneath the completer piece to kind of draw this in just a little bit more, but you've still got it totally completed. Now, right now, as we're doing this and I'm like sweating, you wouldn't need a jacket because it's hot outside. So that's where some of the accessories become your completer pieces, or like a lightweight scarf or something like that. As much as a statement necklace loves your body, so do scarves, because again, it's balancing out that proportion from top to bottom. So go lightweight. One of my favorite lightweight scarves is this guy, and sometimes I want to wear it and I just can't because it's infinity. So doubling it up makes it really bulky on top. And so I feel like with my hair, it just makes it look huge. So I've actually contemplated breaking this and making it long, but this is what I'm talking about. This kind of like a weight. It's not too hot, not too heavy, great print, acts as a neutral. You can wear it with anything. It's definitely going to draw the eye up and kind of add to that proportion that we're looking for. So, okay, so this is one jacket. What I like about this for a pear-shaped body is that it is kind of like cascading in the front, so it kind of acts as if like the ruffles and things like that, that really play up your shape. If you decided to, oh, and it's got the great print for that too. But if you went with solid, you'll see this is a lot like the black one that I showed you. Yeah, but like lightweight too. So these completer pieces don't have to be hot. They don't have to be something that you like wear all day, but make it kind of like your to and from completer. So I promise you, you put on your favorite pair of denim, put on your favorite solid shirt, take a picture. Then add a completer piece and some accessories and take another picture and tell me which one you'd actually wear. You'll always go for the more embellished one. So half of what we see for fashion, like on the street or on our friends or something like that, she's got those extra pieces on. It's like, oh man, she looks really pulled together, and you're looking at it, and if you're dissecting her look and thinking, okay, here's her top, here's her bottom, oh, it's the completer and the accessories, or maybe it's just the accessories and great sunglasses in a bag. It could be anything, but she's finished the outfit. Yeah, that's the key. You can also wear a super boxy jacket, but if you're gonna go boxy on a pear shape, you wanna go kind of with a more of a cropped waistline. So I'm actually gonna let you pop this one on to show, because I'll compare it to the difference of a longer. Yeah.
Yeah, and see, I have a, like it's a winter white, I guess, but that.
Oh wait, does it have the ruffle? Does it have like a?
It has like an embellishment on the back, like a little flower thing, but it's all monotone.
Oh, cute.
But, yeah.
I'm trying to picture your closet. Oh, so fun. But yeah, see how this hits you right at like your natural waistline right here? And then, I won't make you put this one on, but you'll see where this one hits that much lower. Okay, so we've got like natural waist, and then we've got hip. Okay, so with a boxier, you want to go with that more cropped version. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. And what this does too is if you pair that with a dress, let's see what she is.
Even that yellow. Denim.
Yes, very well could. If you put it with a dress, and you put the crop on here, you're still getting like the effects of the caboose.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're still gonna have like your curves going on and you're not covering it up. Whereas if you put this jacket on with it, you'll start to see that it like swallows the waistline of the dress and like completely covers it up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you don't want. You don't want to cover up that waistline. So go cropped and you're good to go.
Really cute.
You're like the best Vanna White there is. Okay, so as far as jackets go, that's really all you need to know. It's just keeping in mind that you can go with your bold prints, your bold colors, your more embellished like ruffles and stuff like that. Not really ruffles, but you get what I'm saying. Like if it's double-breasted and it's got some sort of an embellishment. Okay, so then we've talked about everything except for maxi dresses. So I love maxi dresses on a pear shape because usually those narrow shoulders are just so sexy, really. So you can drop something like this on and then have the fullness of the waist. And again, it's just not fullness, I'm sorry, the definition of the waist. And then it just kind of drapes away from the body. Very fun. And if you needed something more,
I need to be borrowing this, girl.
maxi skirt, isn't that cute? I wore this in Mexico and the pictures were so fun. And I loved this because it has the grabbers.
Right.
And so it stayed up. Yeah. And I was sunburned, so I couldn't wear shoulders. But like if you're looking in terms of even more so of like a maxi skirt, you've got that wide waistband. Again, it's draping away from the body. And you can just do even like a super simple, you've got your V-neck here, just with it. And now, like last time I wore this, I just wore it like out and this kind of sat a little bit lower. But now I could totally see like a side tie, you know, but just super easy. This wide waistband really makes the difference on anything maxi related. Okay, so we talked about maxi skirts. What else? Oh, I have short skirts as options. And then, I'm surprised we've kept it this clean so far. You know I can trash a closet. Okay, skirts. Probably, again, one of my favorite things because on me, it's my preference over shorts. But you see how this is like an A-line and it just kind of drapes away? So it's not fitted all the way around. This is a nice linen material, so it's just kind of heavy and moves. But this is what you're looking for. You're looking for something that just flows away from the body. It's not super confining, and you can even, with the waistline that this has, you can pair this with more of the cropped shirt, and it's gonna hit you right at the right spot. You've got your sleeves, you've got your, and then you can lift your shoes and you'll be good to go. But I love skirts for that exact reason, and they breathe.
Yeah.
And you can wear it to a baseball game or wear it to wine night with friends. And then the another option is one with just like a different waistband, something a little bit more casual, something you can wear more day to day. That yoga pants waistband is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Super
And
comfortable.
so, yeah, and you can even get this in like a full length. But where this is hitting, like, because this would actually fold down, so this would be just even a little bit shorter. It'll hit you right at that midi length that you're looking for.
I like it.
So, okay, so now that I've talked your face off, what do you think are your biggest pressing questions? And as you answer this, I'm gonna check and see if we have any others.
Okay. My thing that I get drawn to the flowy shirts. I don't. So there's one that I have that it kind of comes in and cuts really cute right here, but then it's pleated and it's just like really kind of hangs. It's like a swing. It hangs real wide.
Is it long?
It's like to here.
Okay.
And so I did try tucking it into some shorts like what you showed, and that showed that like.
Is it accordion on the bottom? Kind of like this? Or is it just?
Not quite,
Okay.
but pleated. So yeah, it has that accordion effect almost.
Okay.
And you know, I look at it, I'm like, what is this? But you know, tuck it in just a little, and then it was cute. But like, I always look at it, I'm like, oh, I just want to throw that on with jeans.
And what color is it again?
It's like a bluish. It's almost like a very light periwinkle, like a bluish.
Okay. And it's solid.
Anyway, solid.
Okay. I think now, only because I know a lot of the other stuff that's in your closet, covering up your waist for you is probably the thing you want to do the least.
Right.
Okay. So that's probably why it's rubbing you the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Because that's sort of your like go-to spot. Yeah. So everybody has that spot that they're like, okay, I need to showcase your showcase piece. That's what I would consider it. Other than besides that boob. Well, it's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't cover up the thing that brings you the most confidence and compliments. That's my thing. So if it's not working and you've gone to it 1,000 times and it's still not working, yeah. Have you tried it with like skinny jeans?
No,
Or
and I
like
think that's
shorts,
probably
like
my next
walking
thing.
shorts?
Yeah. Something
Those two options could be good just
like
because.
a cigarette can or
Yeah.
some sort of might work, but it's so cute. It really just needs. I have coworkers that are 6 feet tall, and I just need to gift it. To
Give it.
them because
So do me a favor, do your backwards hanger, and if you don't wear it by the end of the summer, gift it to your favorite person at work that's over 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
Because if they wore it with like walking shorts, they have so much leg, I'm assuming at 6 foot tall, so much leg that this isn't going to overwhelm them. And if you've got long legs, 6 foot tall woman, she's probably from the rectangular family.
Yes.
And so she's not worried about showcasing that midsection. She's probably fine to cover it up because if she's showcasing it, she's got to like work it with a belt or certain embellishment or something like that. So she might love it.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're not going to it, that's why I say don't force it. If you love it, wear it. If you don't. Even if it's on my, little impromptu list. We should probably show them my notes so that they know why I keep looking up above your head. Oh, we have a question?
We have 2 questions.
Oh, good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, so you can see who else watching.
3 questions.
Oh,
good. What are the questions?
I've been liking everyone, but
thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I want to just say hi to some of the people that are watching. I had no idea that this function even did this. Hi, Linda, Brian. Oh, how funny. Stacy Alger, are you proud of me? I'm terrified of doing live video because I'm a scatterbrain. So you guys, this is me.
Did you see what
jumping out of my
Stacy said?
box.
She said, "How do you know what kind of tuck to do?"
Okay. So Stacy Alger's asking, how do you know what kind of tuck to do? So this would be my recommendation. So if you're a curvier girl and you want to not cover up your waist, but you're not ready to like do a full on all the way around tuck, you would want to do the front tuck. Here, you can bring your wine. Bring your wine.
I drink them.
Only because I have leggings on. If I'm working from home, I'm always in them. So a front tuck is going to be just sort of pushed in here right above your zipper line, right above your button, and I take my 3 fingers and I front tuck. And then I leave everything else around it just flowing like normal. So what you've done with this is you've given your front waist the visibility that it deserves, but from the side, if you've got the booty, you aren't creating this ledge where it's just like on display. All right, cool. So you got your front tuck, but it's gonna flow away from the body and it's gonna kind of disguise that ledge between waist and booty.
press play.
Tell me. Oh, okay. So that's how I would do a front tuck. Now, if you're somebody who is ready to just showcase your whole waist all the way around, tuck it all the way in. And then in that situation, that's the person that wear those high-waisted jeans, right? Because the way that the high-waisted, your natural waist is, if you were to hold your arm up and bend over to the side, wherever your natural bend is your natural waist. So like, yeah, so okay, so raise your arm up and then bend to this side. So like right here is her natural waist. That's where she'd wear high-waisted jeans. That's the most narrow part of your waist. So if you're tucking in all the way around, that's the height of jeans that I would wear. If you're wearing a mid-length or even like a low-rise length, the front tuck is really all you would need.
Well, and I have the shortest waist of all times next to my daughter.
Between breasts and waistline.
Yeah, like my hips and ribs touch.
Like your underwire
literally
sits on your ribcage.
Yes.
So true.
So that's why I do like I do have some high-waisted that I normally don't tuck into, but I wear them, they're like more like jeggings kind of. But what I do like is it'll get here and then I don't feel like they're like sliding down.
Yes.
They're just like above anything else that's happening right there.
Well, and what it's going to do, and I mean, the way that designers are making jeans these days, they know this about us. Yeah. They know if we're going with a high-waisted or a mid-waist pant, we're probably a mother or someone that's grown and has just got some stuff they're trying to deal with or disguise. And so you'll find that like the elastic through the denim through that section is just tighter.
Yeah.
And so they make it like nice.
I have waistband jeans and they are my favorite thing ever.
Yeah? So like jegging, like they're
Yeah, I
just
think I bought
elastic.
it.
Did you bring them? Are they these?
No.
So she's grabbing her waistband jeans, and I've a couple of bloggers that I follow have talked about these jeans. I know American Eagle has a pair, but it's a full
they're on
elastic
the
waistband all the way around.
You have some more
Yeah.
questions?
Oh yes,
These-
so amazing.
Because at Christmas, when you've had too much to
Waistband jeans.
eat,
Do you see these, babe?
you're fine. And then when you lose 5 pounds, they stay up.
They stay up, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to give you a nice smooth front. Now, I wouldn't recommend tucking into these
No.
or front tucking, but for all of your other, so you've got skinny jeans, so any kind of flowy shirt you're not tucking in, this is a perfect waistband for. And it's nice and smooth. Same thing that these maxi, yoga pant waistbands do, which is why people like them, because you're not constantly like tugging or worrying about if
And
your
these are
buttons.
from Old Navy. And I bought them
Old
like 2
Navy
sizes
jeans.
too big because they were pretty tight.
Yeah,
So they're,
second
they're
skin.
a couple of sizes bigger.
But super comfortable
Oh my
and
gosh,
functional and
yes.
you love.
Like, I will miss these over the summer. I lived in them.
Well, okay, let me go back here and look at more questions. How did I find those questions?
You can look over here.
Wait, I see now. Full legs from hip to ankle with my pear-shaped body. What type of pants are more attractive? Okay, so my adorable mother, Delilah Wagner, is asking what size or what style pant is most flattering on a. Wait.
You can turn that down on there too if you want.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so to answer that question, I feel like if you've got thicker legs and a narrow waist and narrow upper body, and when I say thicker legs, I don't just mean hips and booty, I mean thicker legs like all the way down, I would say a wide leg pant, which I know you're gonna like do a backflip because I know that's what you wear, but a wide leg pant that's in the lightweight that actually moves when you walk. One of the worst things I think people do, because I'm a constant people watcher, you know this about me, wearing these kind of pants, so picture it, because I don't have one to show you, fitted around the waist, fitted through the hips, and then at the hip it just keeps going down straight. I don't mean it gets bigger, they just are trunk pants, so they're all the way down the same width, so by the time you get to your ankle it's like a wide leg, but it drapes away from the hip and then it doesn't come back in. So if you get those and size down and it comes back in around your hips and then they flow out, wrong look, right? You need them to fit through the waist, and then right here where our hips are, just go straight out or straight down, okay? So, and then darker colors are better. One thing that we can watch on that is like, designers love to make leggings out of like paper thin material. Let's not do that. So get something that's got some weight to it, that you, at least when you put them on, you can't see your skin through it, which I'm always shocked how many leggings that you can put on and like I can see you through it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So don't do that. Get something that's got a dark color and a heavier fabric that really kind of can hold up when it's stretched out, because you're going to want it fitted around your booty and around your waist, but then not so much through your legs. But you do want that movement, because that's what makes those kind of pants pretty. So hopefully that answers your question, mama. Okay. Next. Maxi skirts are appropriate for women over 65. Absolutely. I feel like that's an over 65-year-old woman's like secret weapon. So what I'm picturing, and I totally took a picture when I got off the ferry when we went to St. John, because this woman was stunning. She had on a boat neck shirt that hit her at the waist with a long flowy maxi skirt, and she just had like a little white rope wrapped around her waist as like a little belt almost, but obviously it wasn't holding anything up or in. And then on the top she had a really lightweight scarf draped, and then she had like a wide brim hat. She was stunning, and she had full gray hair. She was just so beautiful, and she was traveling alone, and I just was like, I wanted to be in her mind for like 2 minutes. So no, I think that that's a very European look, so I say definitely go for it. Okay. Next up, Stacy's so proud. It only took me 6 months. Okay. Oh, one of our ladies missed talking about shorts. She can never seem to find the ones that would fit like a pear-shaped body. So when we go about shorts, I'm gonna look up above so I can like hit my notes and not like leave anything out, because I know I skipped over some things in the short department. Okay. Something that moves and hits you like mid-thigh is gonna be good. And I have clients, I was just in somebody's client last week, or in somebody's closet last week, and she was wearing the long Bermudas. And she had showed me some pictures, and I was like, everything else works, but let's not use those anymore. And her question was why, and it was because A, it dated her. It immediately made her look older, and I'm not saying looking older is necessarily a bad thing, but when we're dressing, usually we're not trying to look older, if we are older. So I said no to the Bermudas and put her in a mid-thigh short, and her immediate response was, oh my gosh, I don't like my knees. I hear this stuff all the time. Oh my gosh, I have cellulite on my legs. Great, everyone does. So my suggestion to that is get a really fun self-tanner for the shower, or get out and get your vitamin D and just try to get as comfortable as you can, even if that like means implementing a little bit of a squat routine into your day, you know, just so you feel better. A week's worth of squats, you will feel different in shorts. We make it bigger than it really is, but I am also that person. So my remedy to that is these amazing shorts. And you definitely can't go too big on these. There's a couple of pairs that I have. They just, honestly, like in a storm, I might as well have a skirt on, like you can see everything. But get them to it. But you do want to size up a tad. So I would say each designer is going to be a little bit different, and they're going to stretch. But you want to get something with a wide waistband, something that has like a drawstring that's going to hit you about mid-thigh, that you can just wear with basic t-shirts, right? So one of the basic shirts that Kim brought was this little red scoop neck. So if you do the red scoop neck with the shorts, and this is cute and tied, you do a little front tuck, and you've got this like super easy everyday, just casual outfit. And if you can get these in a couple of, like they say, these like micro tiny prints, definitely have a pair in black and white, because you can pair black and white with any solid color. I mean, I'm gonna put that on a bumper sticker. Like any black and white bottom, tiny print is always gonna make you appear smaller, so smaller the better. But any solid shirt. So everybody has a favorite color, wear it. Okay, wear it with your black and white shorts. So I think that having one of these in black and white. Oh yeah, and then you could even do a different, print. Like this would be kind of like another take on a floral. And then black, because you always need black shorts. And what I love about these is you can dress these up and wear them with classy shirts, or, like, okay, the shirt you have on, it'll hit you mid-thigh, and you've got your black wedges with it. Super pretty. So the reason I say size up is because you want this movement in your thigh area. You don't want this to fit close to you. Okay, so not like a denim. I always crack up at the kids these days, because I just want to redress everybody most of the time. Like if I could get all young girls to stop wearing like the tall athletic socks, I would.
Oh right, yeah.
It's like my biggest pet peeve. But it's just because it cuts you off. It makes you instantly look stubby. Whereas if you've got a little bit of movement in here, and you've got a wedge on, and so when you're walking, these are kind of moving, you instantly look effortless. They breathe, they're lightweight, they're not hot, you're good to go.
They breathe. That's always a good thing.
Well, and they're long enough. I mean, they kind of make them where you can see they're a little bit longer in the back than they are in the front, to kind of help with those little areas. But the number one thing about shorts that I say is get to a point with your body where you can just embrace all the curves that you have. And this is coming from a curvy girl that has to do this to herself every single day. So if you have problem areas, and like maybe shorts isn't the key, a little skirt like this could be. And they make these cute little skirts these days with like built-in shorts. This one doesn't have it. that some of them have like little built-in shorts so that if your legs are rubbing together, it's not uncomfortable or whatever. But they're trying to make it a little bit more user-friendly for us to wear shorts. So, Miss Melissa, I hope that answered your question. What?
There's more questions.
Okay, more questions. Oh, I thought I had to pound that button. Okay, what type of capri pants should a pear-shaped woman wear? Capri pants, I would say you would want to hit you somewhere between your knee and here. So like, I would consider this more of like a cropped pant, whereas like a true to form capri would probably cut the difference. So right here in the middle. So I'd say mid shin would be a good. And if you could get it to go shorter, great, but don't let it go above the knee. So anywhere from like right underneath the knee to like mid shin would be, or mid calf would be good for that.
That's a good question because I was thinking I need to go capri shopping.
Yeah, well, capri pants are just amazing, and anymore they're making them where they have like nice wide waistbands and they're really slenderizing, so you can get some really good ones. How do I? Oh, you're so smart. Melissa says I can dress Ella anytime. Okay, I think I got all the questions. Not sure. And of course, this went way longer than I ever dreamed imaginable, because I don't do this very good. Anybody that really knows me knows that, like,
we covered all the points.
well, good. I hope that I was able to answer some questions for you and for you, and just make it a little bit easier to kind of tackle this. Like I said before, these are just jumping off points. I'm not the stylist that's going to tell you that you can't wear certain colors or certain styles. I let your opinion of you kind of speak to that. So if you're interested in something like that, I put you in that, and then you see the proof. You can take a look, and if you feel great in it, wear it, and if you don't.
I think what you said about taking a picture is really good, because sometimes I'll take a picture on Snapchat and send it to my daughter, and I'll be like, what do you think? Because she's already at school when I'm getting dressed for work.
Yeah.
She's
Brutally,
great,
yeah.
because she is honest. And she'll be like, Mom, you're not gonna like that in pictures, or yeah, that's cute, or
Yeah.
And sometimes we like disagree, because like I had a brown polka dotted dress that was like a tank, and then it hit here and it had a little belt. You would have loved it.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not really liking this. So I left it at home, but you probably would have liked it.
I
But,
probably would have.
it's,
Yeah.
And so, I let her win on those sometimes.
Yeah.
And change my outfit.
But she gives you good, honest
Yes.
feedback, and the pictures really make a difference. So when I'm working with clients in their closet, one of the major things that we do as we're pairing outfits is take those pictures, because, and even when I'm shopping in store, we put on an outfit and we'll take a picture. Even if you're totally know you're not going to buy it or whatever, we still take that picture, because a picture speaks 1,000 words. And we are just programmed, I don't know why, as women, to tear ourselves apart in the mirror. But if I can give you any advice, I would say try to close your eyes when you're in the mirror. Whatever you have to do, take a picture of it. And then when you're in like a good state of mind, like usually first thing in the morning over a coffee or something, flip through those pictures, and you will start to realize that you have a lot of beautiful things about you that you just don't capture when you're picking yourself apart in the mirror.
I don't know if it's like a childhood of self-loathing, because I grew up in the Twiggy days, where
me
if
too.
you had a booty, like
Mhm.
you were
Thank
just,
God for Jennifer Lopez, or I'd
oh
probably
my
be
gosh,
living under a rock.
the Kardashians
Selena!
too. Yeah, heck yeah. But I'll look in the mirror and be like picking myself apart. I take a picture and look at the picture 100% different.
Yeah.
And it's just like the way I'm wired, because of the way I grew up. But, then I'll look at my picture, I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, that looks
I'm
fine.
good. Yes. Well, and I have the same conversation in my own head, where it's like, you start a fitness challenge, and they're like, take a before picture with your sports bra on and a pair of shorts, and you're like, gross, no. But I do it, and I might not share it. But what I have learned after doing that so many times is that you're literally praying for something that you once already had, when you started that prayer, you had what you wanted, and now you may have fallen off track or whatever, but you're always just kind of, it's just keep those pictures. You know what I'm saying? Take the pictures, keep the pictures, and go back and look at yourself, and really take a minute to look at yourself in the mirror without the critical eyes, and make a point to only point out the positives. I think if you could wake up every morning and point out one positive in the mirror every day, and have an arsenal of outfits that you love to wear, it really doesn't matter what size you are. Yeah. I mean, I run around with women that weigh flipping 90 pounds and women that weigh, I don't even know, 200, 300 pounds, I don't even know. It doesn't matter. Their inner beauty shines through, and they walk out when we go out and have a good time, and they feel just as good as the girl who's sitting over here that we think's got it made. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has their hang-ups. I think I just talked in a full circle, but you know what I mean.
I was going to say, my sister, or my mom sent us a picture, and it was my mom, my sister, and I. And my sister was like, I wish I would, like, look how skinny I was. And I was like, I know. And I said, I specifically remember that time in my life thinking I needed to work out more, or I needed to lose however many pounds. And I'm like, I wish I was that fat.
Yes. You wish you were as thin as you were the first time you thought you were fat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So fall in love with your body, because everybody is different. If I were to line up 750-pound women, they would all look different, because everybody carries their weight differently. Sizes are different. I mean, Dylan's behind the camera right now, but we have this conversation in dressing rooms because, of course, I think she's a supermodel beauty queen. But you know, you get hung up on certain things and you start to compare, and it's the worst thing that you can do. So if you are following a bunch of Instagrammers that make you feel bad about yourself, unfollow. Not worth it. Join a group like this where you're dealing with real women, asking real questions, trying to find real solutions to things we all deal with every single day, and we will build each other up together. So I thank you so much for tuning into this. Again, anyone who knows me knows that this is like a big deal. I don't do this kind of stuff. So I want to thank my Kimmy.
Oh.
You were like one of my very first closets that I ever did.
My favorite quote, that shirt has seen a browner day.
It must have been faded.
It was my favorite brown shirt.
It's hard to deliver hard news sometimes. Okay, well, you guys, this will end up being a, at least I think, what I know about Facebook Live is very limited, but I think this turns into like a video that you can come and watch, even if you didn't get to see the whole thing, or you want to refer it to a friend. But down below, there is a follow button. If you want to be notified of future videos, through the month of June at 7 o'clock on Thursdays, we're going to cover, or I always say we, like there's a mouse in my pocket. I am going to do, I did each body type. So next week is hourglass, then I think I go to rectangle, and then I end with apple shape. So tune back in if you want to follow, hit the follow button. I would love it. I'm going to really try to do these more often, trying to be super present on social media, because I know that's where all of you guys are at. So join the Facebook group, Style School Insiders, if you have any kind of specific questions or just anything. You just want to get good shopping tips, or you want to kind of be in an environment that's a safe place where you can share pictures and say, hey, you guys, which one do you like? Picture one or picture two? You know, so safe place. Thank you so much. I really, really enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.